Welcome back. Today, we're diving into a story with absolutely cosmic stakes. We're talking about a war fought on two totally different fronts. You've got the huge battlefields of the real world, and then you have the arguably more dangerous landscape of the human heart itself. It's all about a hero who has to master not just his incredible power, but also himself.
Okay, so let's start with the central threat because it's a big one. Our villain, Xanfar, isn't just looking to conquer a kingdom or something simple like that. Nope. As this quote makes chillingly clear, his goal is to literally smash the dream world and the real world together into one endless, horrifying nightmare. I mean, the stakes just couldn't be higher for everyone in every reality.
So, how does this whole story kick off? Well, it's not with some huge explosion, but with a quiet, very worried meeting. The world's protectors are starting to sense that something is deeply, deeply wrong, that all the chaos they're fighting isn't just random chance.
Right, so an emergency summit gets called. You've got the heads of the four most powerful families getting together because they've all started to notice this really chilling pattern. Nightmare attacks are suddenly spiking like crazy, but they're not happening all over the place. They're all focused on two key areas, Central Dream City and the coastal region.
So, what's their working theory? They believe all these attacks are just a smokescreen, right? A massive distraction designed to hide a much, much darker plan. And what's that plan? To free the ultimate evil, Xanfar. And they think the enemy is going to do it by targeting the one person who seems completely unprepared for this, a young, untrained Dreamweaver named San.
So let's talk about the first front in this war, the real world. The Guardians decide they can't just sit back and wait. They need a proactive defense, and their plan is to embed a rapid response team of elite young warriors right in the heart of the danger zone, which just so happens to be an ordinary high school.
And here they are, the new transfer students: Saito, Kirin, Ariel, Mitsuki, Concordia, and Arlene. Now, they are not here for homework and high school dances. They're actually a highly specialized team of Dream Knights, and their mission is to defend Central Dream City from the inside out, ready to spring into action at a moment's notice.
So where does this elite squad set up shop? Their new base of operations is the school's old abandoned library. And when they first crack open the doors, it is a total disaster. We're talking dust bunnies the size of actual bunnies, cobwebs on everything. As the ever-practical Arlene points out, some messes require a little more than just magic.
And this really shows you how resourceful they are. Instead of getting discouraged, the team just rolls up their sleeves. After hours of good old-fashioned elbow grease, that dusty, forgotten library is completely transformed. It becomes this sparkling, three-story command center, the perfect base for training, for strategy, and for defending the entire city.
Now, while our knights are busy setting up their secret base, an ordinary classmate named Ciela kind of stumbles into their world. And she becomes our eyes and ears, an outsider who's learning the rules of this secret war right along with us.
So Ciela sees them in action. She sees their power, their sigils, the very real threat of the nightmares. And instead of freaking out and running away, she's fascinated. She actually goes up to them and asks to join their club because she has this powerful need to understand the hidden reality she just saw.
Arlene tries to warn her, tells her about the immense danger, explains that becoming a Dream Knight will change how she sees reality forever. But Ciela, she doesn't even hesitate. She makes this firm, life-altering decision to step into their world no matter the cost.
Okay, so while Ciela is starting her journey, we shift over to that second front of the war. We're going to the dream world, where the enemy's #1 target, San, is going through his own brutal, isolated training to get ready for what's coming.
You see, San's biggest issue isn't a lack of power. It's that he has way too much of it with absolutely zero control. His training with the Archer Concordia totally transforms him. He goes from being clumsy and dangerous, where just stepping to the side could send him crashing through a wall, to a master of his own body, effortlessly catching and deflecting dozens of arrows with this incredible, fluid precision.
And what's the grand finale of all that physical training? This. A jaw-droppingly cool special move where San spins so fast that the friction literally ignites the air around him, turning his body into a massive vortex of fire that just incinerates every single one of Concordia's arrows. Now that is what I call progress.
Okay, so now let's dig into the world building, because it's really cool. With both Ciela learning in the real world and San training in the dream world, we get this fantastic breakdown of the universe's metaphysics, basically the rules of what it actually means to be a Dream Knight.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts with the sigil.
And it's not just a weapon, it's so much more. It's the physical manifestation of a knight's very identity. Arlene gives Ciela this perfect analogy. For a musician, a sigil is like a microphone. It doesn't create your voice, but it amplifies it, focusing your innate talent into something powerful.
And the whole concept of sigils has this massive, incredible scale. They exist in this whole hierarchy, starting as something super personal and unique to one person. But from there, their power can scale way, way up, to be shared by families, then tribes, then organizations, and eventually even entire worlds that are bound together by common goals.
So what's the ultimate potential for a sigil? Well, it can achieve what's called an awakening. This is where the sigil goes beyond just being a tool and becomes a living sigil, a sentient partner with its own consciousness that can actually fight alongside its wielder. But here's the catch. A sigil becoming self-aware isn't automatically a good thing. A knight's own emotions are what seal its fate. If you nurture it with positivity, it becomes a guardian, a true partner. But if it's forged in negativity, it becomes a cursed weapon that can actually turn on its own master. It's this amazing theme that your internal state directly shapes your external reality. Your greatest weapon can literally become your own worst enemy.
And this all brings us to the climax of this arc. After mastering his body, San has to face one final test before he can unlock his true potential. And this isn't a battle fought with fists. It's a battle of introspection. So, let me ask you, what is a hero's greatest fear? Is it the world-ending monster? Is it losing the people they love? To find out, San is sent into this cave where the walls, the floor, the ceiling, everything is a mirror, forcing him to confront what's really holding him back.
This moment just gets right to the core of his entire conflict. In that cave, San doesn't see the villain Xanfar staring back at him. He just sees a reflection of himself. And that reflection tells him his true fear isn't the enemy he has to fight, but the very part of himself he has to embrace, his identity as a Dreamweaver, and all the painful history that comes with it.
And that really leaves us with this final thought, doesn't it? San's journey shows us that mastering all these incredible powers is only half the battle. The real test, the true final boss, is conquering the fear and the self-doubt inside. Which really makes you wonder, what's the true nature of heroism? Is it about fighting the monsters out there? Or is it about finally making peace with the person in the mirror?